Hey guys, it's Zack Attack here, and today we're going to be reacting to this video by that vegan teacher. So apparently her and Joey Carbstrong destroy Isaac Butterfield. Anyway, let's get right into this. It's also an hour long, so I'm not watching this whole shit show.
Hello students, welcome to class. I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, and today
I think we all know who you are.
Are going to be looking at this video by Joey Carbstrong, who is going to be evaluating a video by that guy Isaac Butterfield. Now, Isaac Butterfield has been in this class before, and he insulted me. He insulted...
The fact that you guys are still talking about him, he doesn't even talk about vegans anymore, and yet you guys are still talking about it.
My hair, my nose.
The reason why he keeps talking about vegans, right, is because you guys keep responding to him.
My breasts, all different parts of my body, but never actually talked about how he should be protecting the animals. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we should give him another try and see what it's going to be like, but I don't have my hopes up. Meanwhile, here is Joey. Joey Carbstrong defends animals all the time. So let's see what we've got in store.
Yeah, I don't think Joey Carbstrong has saved a single animal, but okay.
Guys ready?
I mean, I don't think you have either, but...
Let's do it!
Drink soy milk. We will show you how.
So Isaac Butterbrains is the king of 10-year-olds. He has about 2 million subs.
King of 10-year-olds? Bro, I'm 17 and watch his content. It's actually pretty funny.
Oh, Isaac Butterbrains. I thought his name was Butterfield. Oh, thanks for correcting that. I didn't know.
On his YouTube channel, he recycles right-wing arguments. He thinks he has his own insights. He's a comedian. He's just pretty funny to laugh at. He doesn't bring much insight to the table. He's also just a massive anti-vegan for no real justifiable reason, but just because it pleases his 10-year-old fanboys. So Isaac and I have had a bit of back and forth.
I don't know if there's it in his own mind. He tries to find fault with veganism because he's too weak to change. He's too much of a coward.
No, I think it's just because you guys are clowns.
To go against society because he's afraid that people won't like him. So he refuses to listen to the evidence, which is that hurting animals is wrong. It's painful. It's not good for the environment. It's not even good for our health. It's definitely horrible.
I sort of gave up on him because all he does is go, oh, you have a criminal history.
Gave up on him. You're literally talking about him right now.
Therefore, everything you say doesn't matter.
You gave up on him. You wouldn't be talking about it.
So he's got really low-grade, low-ball sort of argumentation. He never really addresses any intellectual arguments further than appealing to hypocrisy by going, oh, you know what, you have a criminal history, blah, 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 blah. So Isaac Butterfield...
You have a criminal history. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to keep on being a criminal. It depends on what your circumstances are, and it depends if you are remorseful or not. And I think that, Joey, you have showed that you are remorseful and you've turned your life around, so...
Okay, yeah, I mean, I kind of have to give it to him. He did turn his life around.
Great. You know, I'm going to give you a check mark, Joey, because you have done some great things. Check mark for Joey!
All-round imbecile. So Butterbrains recently made a video on veganism, so I thought I might reignite the back and forth if he has the backbone to go toe-to-toe with me. But we all know he's a little bit of a coward, isn't he? So let's go. Let's watch it. And let's see what insightful magic this buffoon brings to the table.
So here I was, sitting at home just the other night around 6 p.m. I just finished a fine meal, and what do I see?
I wonder what he ate.
Oh my god, we're only 2 minutes into this.
Do you think it was a bowl of kale and quinoa?
No, it probably wasn't. And what the hell is quinoa?
What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
Run, run, run from humans. They're trying to stab you. They're trying to murder you, to call you bacon and burn you in a frying pan.
Spoon, they go. Kids love beef mince, and being high in iron, it loves them too.
What?
Two very long
Talk about propaganda.
glasses of ice cold milk, please, mate.
Ew, drinking the stolen milk from a baby.
Ew, you're a skeleton.
Baby cow, a baby boy cow who was murdered.
I don't understand people.
How does Call Me Chris have anything to do with this video?
Don't understand the entitlement of people.
Awful.
Milk.
Oh, you don't know why they murdered the baby cows? Get one of these or without actually having to talk about it. Sometimes you just want to let people know in a quiet way.
Pork.
Pork is a class 1 carcinogen. It is in the same category as...
No, it's not. And I like how this skeleton is trying to tell me that meat's unhealthy when she's literally a skeleton. Anyway, I'm skipping ahead. I really don't care.
Beautiful day. Lamb doesn't. Wow, that's a pretty bad ad right there. Who would hold up the body part of an innocent animal who was enslaved? Slavery is wrong, and we enslave animals. Speciesism is wrong. Speciesism is the first form of racism.
The first form of racism.
Imagine holding up a body part of a dead lamb with a big smile on your face. How much did this young woman have to be paid by the meat industry to do this?
But this is from the vegans, and it's the nastiest propaganda of all time. Allegedly, Joseph Goebbels runs the propaganda war machine for the vegans.
Looks like Butterbrains learned a new word, propaganda. So let me get this straight. You're comparing vegans to Joseph Goebbels, the guy who tried to cover up extermination camps, consistently demonized and dehumanized Jewish people, the anti-Semite who literally used positive imagery to falsely portray concentration camps as nice places, is
horrible. Just like the meat industry tries to
make...
Are you
serious right now? You're going to compare it to the Holocaust? You a vegan teacher? If you're watching this, I got a little bet for you. If you can go a whole day without saying the word Holocaust, I'll give you $10.
Make it seem like factory farms are nice places. These places are hell on earth for innocent animals. Thank you, Joey, for pointing this out. Check mark for you, Joey. Yes.
Try to reveal the truth about these horrifying factory farms and slaughterhouses. I mean, I wouldn't expect much less from Butterbrains here, but this is probably the worst example he could have used. Like, Joseph Goebbels actually fits perfectly in line with the strategy of the meat industry, who perpetuate species discrimination. They constantly try to cover up and propagate lies about their industry, calling it
exactly. Check mark to you, Joey. Good
humane,
job.
and they use media to consistently try to deny the horrific treatment of animals. Gaslight. Speaking of gas, the meat industry actually use gas chambers.
Exactly.
So tell me again, who's more comparable to nuts? Damn about seeing pigs in farrowing crates, or is he just virtue signaling so he doesn't look like a complete...
Yeah, you guys are virtue signaling. You guys always virtue signaling. If virtue signaling was a sport, the vegans would be an Olympic gold medalist.
Scumbag in front of his audience.
I think you're making a really good point, Joey. I think you're right. I think he's trying to show a little bit of humanity so that his audience won't hate him. And I think it is a strategy that, unfortunately, is going to work on some people who are not smart enough. But
you guys aren't smart enough.
Know better. So check mark for you, Joey. Thank you very much for pointing that out.
But if he actually does think this is messed up, then I wonder what he'd think of actual farrowing crate investigations that are about 1,000 times worse than this. In fact, this is a much more sanitized version of what farrowing sheds are actually like, and yet he still thinks this is bad?
I'm really surprised to see that on TV at 6 o'clock at night.
You don't want to know where your food comes from?
Well, I thought they don't show it on TV, though.
No? You're afraid also to see a garden when they pull out a potato or a carrot? Kids shouldn't be seeing that either?
Like, a lot of kids are watching TV, and I know it is probably necessary for people
to... I highly doubt they have that ad on, like, Nickelodeon or something.
Understand what factory farming looks like, because it's not okay.
Why would it be a problem for kids to see where their food comes from, Isaac? Yeah, it's really shocking. It's nowhere near the reality...
Good job, Joey.
Of Australian pig farming, like what you saw in that advertisement. It's nowhere close. And first you claim that activists were engaged in some type of Goebbels-style propaganda campaign, and now you're saying it's probably necessary for us to understand what factory farming looks like. So how is showing the reality of factory farming propaganda? I think Isaac's only brain cell got confused.
It is not good.
His only brain cell got confused. Okay, I have so many different cards here. Let me see which one would be appropriate to hold up. Ah, yes, here's one. There we go. Zero use of brain cells. That's right.
That's literally you.
That's for you, Isaac. Joey's right.
But it happens to be the only way we can feed a population that is nutritious.
Ooh, that is an absolute lie.
Yeah, it's an absolute lie. No, it isn't.
beneficial for all.
Well,
X for you, because that's a lie. Let's see if Joey is going to point it out.
factory farming is the only way to meet the demand for animal products. So, of course, this kind of cruelty and suffering is inevitable. But it's not the only way we can feed a population a nutritionally adequate diet. Animal agriculture uses about 80% of the world's farmland, but only provides about 20% of the calories. Like, it's so well known now that plant-based diets are nutritionally adequate and they're way more efficient than animal products. If you don't know
they aren't. And I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. I really don't care.
10 years old and die.
What? What?
This is when he brings up the whole hunting point.
So you think that the people who are shooting deers are waiting until they're 10 years old? Is that it? Yeah, they know their
Well, they don't wait, but I feel like a lot of the point is he's saying that like if a deer's old and then you can just like put it out of its misery, so it doesn't die a horrible death. And he thinks hunting is the best way to gather food. I kind of have to agree with him on that.
birthdays, and you would rather that the animals die.
Die of starvation at 12 years old.
Okay, so you think that we should kill everybody before they're old? At what age exactly? Does this apply also to humans? I'm 58.
Dude, are you stupid? I genuinely think you're stupid.
Is my time up? Because you don't want me to suffer later? Is that it, Isaac?
Let me.
Very strange. There you go. There's an X for you. And here's also 0 use of brain cells. That applies to you too.
I think I might actually end it here. Because there is no way in hell I'm watching a whole hour of this. So I'm actually going to end it here.